What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So really quick, excuse me, I want to talk about some things and that you can and things that you can't have on Atkins. By the way, if you're new here, please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. And if I remember, I'll put a link in the description below. But if not, just go ahead and go join us. Excuse me. Liking, commenting, and subscribing makes a huge impact on me being able to continue to do these things. Okay, so first, I appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It has been long, okay, a long time I've been on this, and I'm really pushing to hurry up and hit 20,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for all your support. Now, going forward, some things that you can do on Atkins and that you can't do on Atkins. Okay, so first of all, things that you need to watch out for. Doing too much on Atkins is going to be things like sugar alcohols, whether it's like Atkins products or keto products or anything like that. The sugar alcohols tend to be pretty sensitive on some people, maybe not on others, but it's really important that you do understand that some people will be very resilient to losing weight if they're eating those things too much. Other things is like sausages and stuff like that. A lot of people are really sensitive to that because they do have carbohydrates in them. Some are going to be higher than others. And the problem is when you have a bunch of meat pressed into something and there's some fillers and stuff like that, maybe it says 2 carbs, maybe it says 5 carbs, but how do you really gauge that if it's just a bunch of stuff shoved into a sleeve? It's really kind of hard to be able to make sure that that's going to work for you. Other things is going to be diet sodas. If you are drinking 2 or 3 Coke Zeros or Diet Cokes throughout the day, or bubbly water or flavored water or anything like that, I'm sorry, but not only are you not leaving that hydration for actual water to be able to flush out your system and operate properly through weight loss and being healthier, but you are not going to be in a good position if you're constantly drinking all those artificial sugars and stuff like that. Now, people venture to say, well, all these things like, oh, well, it's not that much. It's only like, 120 ounce a day or anything like that. At the end of the day, the things that you got to remember is your fucking body has to burn off whatever you consume. If it's not water, it has to burn it off. Yeah, maybe there's not calories and stuff like that, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Like, if it's not water, it has to burn it off, no matter what it is. You don't see people getting ready for bodybuilding stages, getting the leanest they could possibly get, and drinking 5 diet sodas a day, or drinking a bunch of flavored waters and stuff like that. Come on, all that stuff goes away. So, understand, a gallon of water a day is going to be your best way to be able to lean out or to lose weight. Get rid of all of that stuff. Another thing is coffee creamers, okay? Your coffee creamer has a major factor. A lot of the things people don't realize is there's carbohydrates, there's calories, but more importantly, the amount of coffee creamer that you're going to be using on a daily basis is probably just a splash. A splash is probably like a 1/4 cup. If it's 1 tablespoon for 20 calories and 4 carbs and 3 grams of sugar, and you just did 5 of those times 2 or 3 cups of coffee, fuck off. Like, you're not going to be nowhere near a caloric deficit by the time that 1 or 2, 3 cups of coffee is done in the morning, okay? And if you're doing the same thing with heavy whipping cream, but you're not measuring it, oh my gosh, you're going to be 3 times worse because of the caloric density, okay? So make sure you're keeping that in track. The next thing is going to be sugar-free Jello. A lot of people say sugar-free Jello, sugar-free Jello, sugar-free Jello. Okay, yes, but you understand if you do sugar-free Jello, then you're like, I could throw a couple strawberries in it, and then I could throw some heavy whipping cream or some whipped cream on it and stuff like that. Listen, it's not a fucking game. Like, if either you want to lose weight or you don't. Like, all of these things can't be a part of your regimen, okay? I hate to say it and I hate to bust your balls, but that's really just the way it fucking is, okay? Now, some things that you can have. And I'm not saying this because I believe that this is true and I don't do these things, but I would say you can have refeed days occasionally. Something, I don't call them cheat meals, but that may be what you think it's called or whatever, cheat meals. Meaning, like, if you have, say you're just on track for the first time, and you're just getting started, I would not recommend them for at least 2 or 3 months. I would really kind of burn this into your brain and get really good at understanding exactly how this works so that you can get a good foothold. The problem with cheat meals or refeeds is usually somebody that follows Atkins or keto or low carb, it has a significant weight problem, meaning they don't have control of their carbohydrate intake or their food intake, and they just randomly eat a bunch of piles of shit all the time. And that's the problem. The reason an exclusion diet like Atkins or low carb or keto or something like that work is because they exclude most of those foods. You will see people getting really, you will see, I don't know what my phone just did. How annoying. What is that? You will see people all the time. Smoking on my damn window, boy. You'll see people all the time thinking that they can get away with a lot more than they can, and it's just not going to be the way. I apologize for that brain fart in the middle there. But some other things that you can do as far as cheat meals is concerned is you can do a refeed. I consider it a refeed after you get really, really, really down on your weight, meaning get really close to your goal weight. You can probably do it as often as once a week. I don't recommend that because once a week turns into twice a week and 3 times a week. I would say do it when like you have social events and stuff like that. After about 3 months, maybe once a month, and then maybe up to 2 times a month, I would say. If you're doing it every week, it really does get out of control. So make sure you keep it in the wraps. If you see that you're getting out of control, just fucking stop. Don't do it anymore. Stop going out with friends. Stop drinking. Stop doing that. But you can still live. Once you get to where you're going, you just can't let it be an everyday thing. Schedule it. Hey, Jonathan, I have 2 days this month. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my food. 2 days. Whether it's the first day and the second day, or the first day and the last day, or the middle days, or whatever it is, 2 days. Give yourself 2 days. 98% of the time, you're perfectly on track and you're going to be okay. The next thing is something I do not agree with, but you could get away with it, okay? Sometimes, especially after you get a little bit further on your journey, and I would not recommend this for like the first couple years, to be honest, but after a few years, you can get away with counting your macros as you go through a day. What I mean by that is if you stopped by a burger shop or something like that and you fit in that patty or something like that, and maybe like a patty with cheese wrapped in lettuce or something like that. I don't recommend that in the beginning because I really feel like it's important to get as many results as you possibly can first so that you realize, hey, I don't really want to throw it away, so maybe I'm not going to order those fries. Or I don't really want to throw it away, maybe I'm not going to order that shake or something like that. But other things that you can do is you can get something like a keto box, and I'll put keto crate. I'll put a link in the description below. If you use my code one big impact, you can get one of those keto crates, and you can, like, if you're in a cooler state than where I live or whatever, you can keep it in your trunk. And then if you're out where there's like an outing, maybe you go to the movies or you go to the park and play with your kids, or maybe you go to like a birthday party or something like that and everybody's kind of eating and stuff like that, you can grab one of those snacks and just chill with it and be part of the group and stuff like that. And you don't have to feel like you're an outcast or you can't control yourself or whatever. And that way you really can still kind of re-enter society in like a safer, healthier way so you're not out of control with your food and stuff like that. I hope those information helped you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I do have meal plans. I have shirts. I offer online training. I offer in-person personal training. Just shoot me a message on Facebook in our group. Tag me. Come join us. Have a beautiful day, guys. Keep up the good work. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. #TeamBoo. And thank you so much for all the support. Bye.